Hey, and welcome to another Main Contained Fishing podcast. As tonight we have a guest from the Middle Georgia area out of Milledgeville, Murder Creek Recreation. Russ and Shannon actually own the shop. We're going to bring them on and just introduce them to the world. They're brand new to this industry, and see what we can come up for them with, and see if we can get some people in their shop. So stay tuned as we kick off the show. Welcome to the Main Contained Fishing Podcast. Grab your gear. Let's go bass fishing with your host, Daniel Woodcock. As always, Main Contained Fishing Podcast is powered by Z Pro Series, power for serious anglers. So let's go ahead and bring on Shannon and Russ here. Hey, welcome to the show, Russ and Shannon. Thank y'all for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Daniel. It's a pleasure being here.
No problem. So we are going to kick this thing off and get y'all talking and get you on the podcast, as y'all are podcast newbies.
We are podcast newbies, yes, sir.
Yes, we are.
So we are here to discuss your shop, how y'all got into the kayak world, the business, and go from there and introduce yourself first. How about that?
That sounds good. Go ahead, Shannon.
So I'm Shannon Newman from, we lived in Eatonton actually we live in Haddock, and we moved down here about 5 years ago from north of Atlanta. We've had our hunting property down here for over 30 years and moved down here, built our house on our property, and we bought this place, about 5-6 years?
2019.
So bought this place, a little building right on Murder Creek. Weren't sure what we were going to do with it. And so, yeah, here we are.
So I'm Russ. I'm her husband, like she said. We've been here moved down here from Woodstock, Georgia, actually north of Atlanta. We actually fished Lake Altoona for a long time. And had a dock on the water, so we pretty much lived on the water. We did a lot of fishing. Got into a lot of striper, bass fishing. Moved down here 2019, saw this place, saw we liked it, saw some potential in it. Like she said, it's a very old building. It's actually built in 1904, so we're 120 years old here. So we're just doing a lot to fix it up, trying to get things going, trying to provide a service for a lot of the fishermen and hunters around here. We're right here surrounded by Cedar Creek, National Wildlife Management Area. We're here on Lake Sinclair. We have a boat ramp on the property. We have what they call Murder Creek Falls, which is maybe about a mile upstream, a little bit. It's when we say falls, more like maybe some shoals. They're really nice, maybe about 100, 200 feet wide, 5 to 6 feet tall. Very beautiful. A lot of history. Good place to kayak to. Not a lot of rapids, I guess you can say. Easy kayak, good fishing. Fish really like to get up in there, especially in the springtime when the water cools off, stuff like that. So we're just trying to make this place happen, Daniel. I mean, we got the kayaks, we got the fishing gear. You know what's next, right?
Hey, we just got to get the people to you. That's what we got to get.
No, we got to get fishing. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I kind of met y'all through one of our Georgia Tour kayak series we held there on Lake Sinclair recently.
That's right.
Past month. Had the award ceremony reached out to y'all and had the ceremony at your place. Enjoyed the fresh fruit that you gave us at the end. It was very refreshing, and the water, because it got hot quick.
Very
it
hot.
gets hot quick in here. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we enjoyed our time up there. I think everybody did, as far as the anglers went. So tell us what kind of kayaks y'all are currently carrying in your shop. If anybody is hunting a kayak and listening to this, or in the future, if you know somebody hunting a kayak, let's send them to Murder Creek Recreation. So kind of tell us how y'all got into the kayak world of selling kayaks, and then go into what kind of kayaks y'all carry on. And
Yeah.
Right.
All right,
He
so
started it all.
we moved down here in 2019, like we stated. We bought this property, wasn't sure what we're going to do with it. Shannon already had a job at the local high school, the nurse. I wound up getting a job as the county inspector for Jones County. So we've both been working full time on that, and this place has just sort of been sitting. And in the meantime, on the side gig, I was selling hunting blinds. Well, it took off. We wanted to try to make a living out of it, and being here on the water, we got into the kayaks. Right now, we're a dealer for Hammerhead Kayaks, which is out of Mobile, Alabama. Wonderful kayaks, a little bit new. I think a lot of people are really starting to learn about them now. We're also a dealer for Vibe. A lot of people know the Vibe name. We have a good relationship with Vibe. We go through a lot of the Vibe kayaks.
We're actually a part of their pilot program. So their store is gone. They used to have a store in Kennesaw. So they no longer have a store frontage. So we're part of the pilot program. So on their website, if you put in a certain kayak, if we have it in stock, it'll bring up our store, which we're one of the only ones in Georgia, as far as I know of. So basically we can go up to the warehouse, and if there's something we don't have in stock here, you can just call our store, call and talk to me and Russ, and we can call and find out if they have it, and we can go pick it up. Usually have it within a week. Most of the kayaks that were really pushing, or what Russ found, was these pedal kayaks that are less than $2,000. There's just so many fishermen around here. They have taken off. It is unbelievable. This Hammerhead and these Vibe kayaks, these pedal kayaks, people love them. They love them. We can barely keep them in stock. So yeah, we're an authorized dealer for Hammerhead and for Vibe.
Good deal.
As of now, we are looking into maybe getting in a few other ones. Right now, we're a little bit limited on space, so but there are a few. We have one particular in mind that we're wanting to come deal with, so we're pushing that.
Right. So, what else do you carry in there besides your kayaks? I know I can see in the very back corner there's some fishing tackle.
Yeah, you can see the Spros back over there in the corner, I think, above the Hammerhead coolers. And before that, I think you can see the mustard rods, which if people aren't familiar with that, they need to be. Those are Captain Mac rods. They're awesome rods. You can take them out in the ocean and fish. You can take them in the backyard fishing. They're wonderful rods, especially for the price on them. And as I said, Captain Mac, we're the only ones on Lake Sinclair to carry his product, which umbrella rigs, mini Macs, a lot of striper fishing. You know, you have your spoons and odds and ends like that. And the other people that were very excited about carrying, and one of them, which you're aware of, I know you got some baits from him lately, is Green's Lures.
Yes.
He's a custom lure maker. He does wonderful work. I hope you love what he made you. And as of right now, we're the only store that's carrying his lures. So we're excited about that. And he does wonderful work. You have something that you want made, we can have it made for you. I mean, it's just that easy, and it's good quality as well. Really sharp hooks and really nice quality lures. As well as making jigs. That's another one. He's a local maker that makes all our jigs and stuff. He does wonderful work, and anything that anybody's looking for, we can have it in no time, and he can custom make anything. We carry, we keep a good little bit of their stuff in stock at all times. I mean, we really like carrying the kind of products that a lot of these other places aren't going to have, like Lake Sinclair. We don't want just the normal stuff that you can go up to the gas station and pick up. We're really looking for some different products like that. And the ones that we're mentioning to you seems to be, we're heading in that, direction. We're keeping that away. And that's what we want. Something just a little bit different.
And if customers want something, we try to get it for them, that sort of thing. Almost they can have like even little special orders for things or whatever. We'll try to do what we can to get it for them. So.
Yeah, and as well as I can't forget live bait. I mean, that sort of happened because once you start with
you gotta have bait.
With tackle, you got to have
worms.
some bait. So, we carry all your worms, your minnows, small, medium, large, your goldfish,
Stinky crickets.
chicken livers, crickets.
Stinking crickets. They stink.
So we try to keep most of all the stuff that a
Did you say goldfish?
fisherman. I did say goldfish. That all the fishermen might need. We try to keep that, or we are getting it.
Chicken livers, yeah.
We've only been open now. I think we decided 14 weeks. So even though we've been here for a few months, we're still learning what the people, the fishermen around here want, instead of just going out buying a bunch of stuff. So we're taking our time.
Certainly, you don't want that whole lot of overhead in your shop that something sits on the shelf for a year or 2 years down the road and you're not selling anything. Now you got to discount it.
And when somebody wants it, they don't want to buy something 2 years old anyway, So you got to keep the good stuff in. Right?
It'll end up in our tackle box, I'm sure.
Yeah. It will. Tackle hoarders are tackle hoarders. You see what I do with all my stuff.
No, I was looking at some of it. I do, yeah.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
My wife is a DIYer, so I have these big swim baits. I don't throw big swim baits, so I won these out of a tournament, and so I took the hooks off of them, and she had them nice little wooden plaques, so she DIYs and stuff up. So
now you must not be into striper fishing much if you aren't throwing those big old swim baits like that. Yeah, I know you're a bass guy, right? You're largemouth, right?
Yeah.
Largemouth.
Yeah,
striper would change your life. It would change your world. It'd change your whole direction.
No, I got to admit that largemouth fishing that is fun, and it's very competitive at the same time.
And not saying that I've when I've bass fished before, I've caught stripers before. Because they run in the Savannah River, they run in the Ogeechee River down here. So you're throwing the same thing that they eat, the regular bass eat, and so
they're normally mixed in together, eating them pods of shad.
That's right.
Or whatever.
Or mullet or whatever. Yeah.
Mullet, from where you're from, mullet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But Shannon, you sparked my curiosity in this pedal kayak that's under $2,000. So y'all gonna have to kind of throw this thing out there and introduce people to this brand, because I don't think this brand's really kicked off yet, has it?
It has not.
No. I mean, actually, the first day that we were open, so Russ did the research. I can't take credit for it. Russ was like, oh my gosh. There was something going on when we were starting all this, when we were about to start it. There was going to be an issue with our distributor with the blinds and the kayaks. So there was going to be a little hiccup, and he's like, oh my gosh, we can't just have our eggs in one basket. So we started doing some research, and he found these hammerhead kayaks. And just the reviews on them, the videos on them, the way they were made. Like, Russ does a lot of research. He's a little obsessive about research, to be honest with you.
I'll research something until I want to go get it and it's gone.
Yeah, it's almost a little too much, But then he talked to the owner of the company, Eddie, and he's amazing. He guarantees everything.
He'll answer your call.
Yeah, he answers your phone call.
Great.
You're actually talking to a human being. I mean, he's wonderful. So that was a big part of it as well. And so and then he guaranteed everything. He's like, if you don't sell it, I'll buy it back. I can't keep these things in stock. But so we just thought we would try it to see how it goes. And we got them in stock, and they're beautiful. The colors, the way they're made. Then there's a whale shark, and so a lot of people in Middle Georgia are, there's a lot of big guys, big hunters, big guys, country boys. So they need a bigger kayak. And so what does the whale shark hold?
It's over 600
pounds.
Yeah, it does good. I know some of the new canoes are like that. The whale shark is one of probably the bigger models, I say.
Yeah.
Some of the benefits, I would say, for a whale shark, one, I guess, is the trolling motors. They make these trolling motors that fit right down inside where your pedal drive would go. You can actually remove the pedal drive, put your trolling motor, goes to the bracket, it'll sink down. You want to pick it up, it comes up. Enough room in the front for a battery. You don't have to drill holes. I mean, it's just really nice. It's just the way it fits. Where you can just go out and buy something that fits. So
yeah, because the kayak world is beginning to get more motorized. A lot of people say, "Well, I still want to pedal," and
that's right.
But
I mean,
if you're tournament fishing, you've got to get there to the spot pretty dang quick.
And it's almost nice being hands free at the same time.
Yeah.
while you're fishing.
Because old school, Russell's been drug all over the river or the lake trying to catch a huge striper. He's been drug everywhere.
Yeah, I've hit a couple banks before. I know that. We follow the fish. But,
yeah, so.
But they're great kayaks. They're really nice. Some of them have the wheels that are built in the back. They aren't too heavy. They're very wide. They're very stable. The pedal drives on them are wonderful. Very easy to use to take in or out. So we haven't really had any complaints at all about them. Like she said, with the owner, he's so great to work with, and that helps us out a lot when you can actually call somebody, talk to them, not try to go through the emails, not waiting 2 weeks for a call back. This guy will answer a call anytime we call. We aren't going to call him at 9:00 at night, but I'm telling you, he'll answer. He's that kind of guy. And that counts for a lot for us because we want to be able to back up our product.
Right. So I've got a question for you over here. John Wilson asked, it says, Russ, do y'all have demo days for your different pedal drive kayaks? Are y'all going to have any kind of demo days?
Well, we do plan on doing some of that in the future. Just right now, we're so new, we don't have a lot of room to keep extras, I guess I could say. But Shannon and I's plan for this year is to sort of, if we don't sell everything, we're going to sort of keep it for ourselves and next year use that for like the demo.
Yeah, so we'll have some.
Just right now, we're just so limited on space. And also we're in, like you mentioned, Daniel, we're at Murder Creek. So we are in the main body of the water. And we do rent out kayaks as well, but we don't rent out these pedal drives just for that reason. We don't want, just even though they're under $2,000, that's still a lot of money. And we're aware of that. And it's just not something that we're going to put in shallow water, if that makes sense.
But hopefully by the end of the season, we'll each have one of our own to use as demos.
Yeah, that way somebody wants to come and get one, here you go. So that is in plan to have one to people to check out before they buy. And we have done that for a few people that wanted to use it before they bought it. And we're just so confident in the product, we put it in the water and they buy it.
Right. So what's the furthest somebody has traveled to your shop to buy a kayak?
Oh, Shannon will have to answer this one. Off the top of my head, North Carolina, Florida,
South Carolina. I think North Carolina was the furthest. And that was actually a call the first day we opened. We weren't even really opened yet. Russell made us come in here. I'm like, we're not even ready. He's like, what's the worst that could happen? We're going to sell some worms. That's fine. Yeah. We had so many phone calls. I'm like, how did you get our number? They're like off the Hammerhead website for an authorized dealer. And they came down and bought 2 deposit. They gave a deposit over the phone about 2 of the Hammerhead whale sharks. But they were going camping for a week. And they were going to Florida and they wanted to go. They were going down the river. I forget which river. Sent us pictures. Remember that? And all the fish they caught and all that stuff, So, yeah.
Hey, John. I see you on there.
I'm waving to him, but he's on chat. Yeah. See, that's our first podcast.
Yeah. So, certainly that's it's always good to be associated with kayak distributors or businesses. That way you can have, your information gets on their website and then people looking at different things and your name pops up as a dealer.
Yes.
And there you go. You're in the business, right?
And a little bit of advertisement as well,
Right.
When your name popped up like that, because there's so many people that are going to look up Hammerhead, but they don't know to look up Murder Creek yet. So
right.
That helps out. So, and even with Vibe.
Yeah, it's been a big help with Vibe too.
With Vibe, yeah, because Vibe is a Georgia-based company anyway. Mm-hmm. So y'all travel to the warehouse to pick them up, or
that they have a warehouse in Atlanta. And
that's where, okay.
Yeah, that's where we go to pick up our kayaks. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good. It's not too bad of a drive. I mean, we're hour and a half. Maybe from Atlanta, so from us, it's not too bad at all.
Go load up the truck, come back. Yeah. So pretty much anything that somebody would need from Vibe, if they have even their padding, like we're carrying their padding now, and what else? We've got like some kayak stands, some tackle boxes, trying to carry some different stuff.
Right. So if they have it in stock and they want it, we don't have it. Usually a couple of days, we can get it.
Gotcha.
Which has been a big. I mean, we got to go this week to pick up one. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So tell me about your kayak rentals. I know that y'all rent them half a day, whole day. So
Mhm.
how does that work for y'all as a business, and what people can come if they're visiting Milledgeville
Mhm.
and they want to say, okay, I want to spend a day of kayaking at Murder Creek. How can
Yeah.
they go about doing that with
Well,
y'all?
yeah. I mean, it's really convenient for them. Not only if they're visiting, but even if they're local, our prices are right now are great. I mean, we're charging $25 for a by Yellowfin 100 to go out for 4 hours. They can get up to the shoals. They can have a picnic for a couple hours, come back, plenty of time. $25, $35 for a tandem. Really, it's so affordable right now to them that even if you own one, you don't have to put it in a trailer. You don't have to wash it. I'll have it in water. I'll pick it up and I'll wash the thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we just make it so convenient. So we also have canoes. We have a couple canoes as well. So they've been doing really good. They're catching on. We do have a local campground that's not too far from us. And we're trying to sort of get affiliated over there, or at least get our name over there to be able to, start renting out to where they can go a little bit further than Murder Creek. They can start going out. I don't mind taking them over here to the local campground and let people use them.
So as of right now, y'all are just on social media, or do y'all have a website that people can go
I'm,
to?
I'm working on the website, so not yet, but I am working
Okay.
on the website. So we're just on
Yeah.
social media. They can call.
Hopefully, very soon we'll have
Have
us
the
a good little
website.
website going.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Good deal.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, we are glad to have you in the family in the state of Georgia. How about that?
Well,
Awesome. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we're happy to be doing this. I don't know if I told you or not, but when we first found this place, and like Shannon said, we weren't sure what we're going to do with it. One of the main things that kept popping up in our head was a liquor store. Because Jones County's dry and we're right here, and we really just came to the conclusion that, hey, let's try to do what we love doing. That's fishing, kayaking, talking fishing.
Yeah,
we love it.
Right.
We do it all day long.
Since we can't do it as much.
So we're really giving this a try. So far, the community's been great to us. Everybody that we've met, it's been wonderful talking to. It's been wonderful. We really think it's going to work out good, and we're going to keep on, working on it. We don't want to have a liquor store here. It's just something, we're thinking money. What are we going to do?
So you got to work for a living.
Too many hoops. Too many hoops to go through with liquor stores. Better than just have a kayak shop.
We started checking into them. Yeah, but we're doing what we want to do. So this is what we're going to make happen.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely, I definitely enjoyed my time going up that creek fishing that day that I was there fishing, and got up to the shoals and took some video of the shoals. And I've never seen a shoal. In all my years of fishing, I've never been on a shoal river like the Flint or the Chattahoochee or parts of the Mulgee. But just seeing them shoals and that water coming off, I was like, man, I was hot. I was like, yeah, I better not jump in there. But
yeah, we do.
Yeah,
it's not these hot 100-degree weather. You can get some cool temperature coming off of those things.
Yeah, for sure.
You had some pretty good luck too that morning, didn't you?
Yeah, I caught a few. The water was still muddy up there that day, and Eric Hawks actually won the tournament with I think a little over something 82 inches or somewhere around there. So, but yeah, it was it's beautiful up there to fish. I was flipping a lot of lay downs and just pitching that big worm up there and just fishing it slow. Yeah.
The springtime is the time to be up there. You wouldn't believe this parking lot during the springtime. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's probably boat heavy, isn't it? Everybody wanting to go to the shoals to striper fish.
Well, you got your crappie run. You got all your spawn running coming up. So your whites, your stripe, even the catfish were coming up. So right now with the temperatures being so hot, if I'm out there fishing, I'm probably fishing deeper water. I'm getting down near that thermocline. I suspect that's where the fish are right now. That's where I would be. So they aren't so much on this end. constantly right now. But we're going to try to get out maybe next week and do some fishing out on the lake. So we're going to go try to mark them and see where they're at and what's going and what they're hitting on. So
Right.
Yeah, we really want to. Eventually, Russ wants to be able to keep shad. We really want to we love striper fishing. I mean, we just love it. Russell got us on it. We've been together forever since we were 17 years old. I used to always call it the dead lake, Alatoona.
the Dead Sea.
The Dead Sea. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But he's been fishing that lake his entire life. And he'd always catch big fish, whatever. He even had a record.
State record when I was
12 years old. I've got the certificate at the
bass,
house.
kept it for about a month and somebody beat me.
So he's always fished his whole life. I have too, but I'm from upstate New York and I always use like night crawlers and stuff. I never used lures and things like that.
Baits.
Never used artificial baits. And when we were at Alatoona, we would catch so many stripers. So we had to bring that here. That was the first thing. It's like, oh my gosh, we have to have Captain Max all of his striper gear because that's what we always used.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we just really want to get people just excited about fishing. We carry everything from $20 fishing poles to $150 setups. That way anybody can fish. Anything from $5 worms. We try to be cheaper than any of the gas stations around, but then you have some $20-$25 lures. Some of the stroke stuff, and I can't believe how expensive some of this stuff is. We're like, we can't charge people this, so we don't have to make a killing, but you got to make a living. So we just want to kind of, bring it to everybody.
That's $55 sitting on the wall right now.
Oh my gosh.
Out of one bait. So
wow.
It looks like it's a jointed lure as well.
It is. They're jointed.
Yeah.
They're actually made by the Fish Lab Corporation, which is Okuma. Okuma and Fish Lab are partners
Okuma's
now.
awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's
But
cool.
We love Okuma rods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've got some bait makers that might need to talk to y'all, get their stuff up there to y'all, and kind of get some things in the store that might catch fish in Murder Creek. I just won't.
Yeah.
I won't tell that secret, but
Well, I know what color worms I'm looking for, but I won't mention that right now.
so, but yeah, like I said, I really want to get back up there during the probably the mid-fall time before it gets too cold.
Yeah, I think so. That'd be a good time.
I think that'd be a good time to fish, and so, but yeah. So hey, we're gonna take a quick, about a 32-second break here. You got kind of let y'all get your breath, and let's go for the second round of your first podcast
Ever.
But so we're gonna kick this little commercial off, and y'all, we'll be right back. Hey, welcome back to Main Contained Fishing Podcast. We've got Russ and Shannon from Murder Creek Recreation on tonight for our second part. Hey, we're just going to talk fishing. How about that? We
Sounds good.
on the first part we talked about your shop, how y'all got introduced to the kayak world, how y'all have taken an old block building and make it into a shop and not a liquor store.
That's right. We are reviving this building from being down for a very long time, but
Right.
It's great seeing that too. It's history, I mean,
We have so many people come in.
1904.
Yeah, we have so many. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. We have so many people come in. They're like, we just want to see what it looks like in here. It's been empty and so awful for so long. We just want to see what y'all did with the place. So bring them in, show them the bathroom, just show them around. Yeah, so it's nice.
So Murder Creek is actually Baldwin, Putnam County. Is that what it splits, or Putnam on one side and
Yes.
Baldwin
I
Putnam.
think from my understanding, it probably only runs about maybe another 8-9 miles upstream, crosses over. I want to say, and I could be wrong with this, but I want to say it starts going towards crossing 212. But staying in, yeah, but staying in, I don't think it makes it that far. It probably stays about 18. I'd have to double check on that. And then it runs into Lake Sinclair. A little bit of history behind it from my understanding back in the 1700s, it was a main waterway. You know, before Lake Sinclair, before Lake Oconee and everything was there, Murder Creek was one of the main waterways back then. So there is some history to this place as well.
So what's the history behind the name? Do you know that?
Okay, so I've been asked this quite a few times. I'm going to tell you what I hear the most of. And read, and might not be saying it correct, but back in whatever it was before they named it, that the army, the cavalry, the regiment was coming through camping at night, and the Indians murdered them all at night. And that's the story that I've heard the most. The reason why it's called Murder Creek. Now I have heard a couple other stories as well, but this was the one that I'm sticking with. I think
You sticking with?
I think I'm sticking with this one.
That's the
my
more believable. Answer. That's the more believable one, right?
Right. Well, I think so. I don't know, but it sounds pretty good. You know, it's not people, you know, getting taken down here and shot or anything. So
right.
We're okay with it. You know.
Well, I thought the story came from when I first started reading about Murder Creek, and I have fished Lake Sinclair many a times and never heard of Murder Creek until I started wanting to hold a kayak tournament up there, and I did some research on local bait and tackle shops and found y'all on Facebook and reached out to y'all and kind of set things up. But I did a little research on it, and I heard that back in the 40s and 50s, some person got thrown off the bridge there, and that's how it became Murder Creek.
You know, so I heard something similar to that.
Right.
And, you know, and the bridge that they're talking about, the old bridge is just a little bit further, and the people that live on that bridge have some old stories like that. So
right.
It could be. You know,
the building ain't haunted, is it? Your building ain't haunted, is it?
I don't know.
Have you been there past midnight?
No, but I'm not going to
I got you thinking, Russ.
Sure, because
I think he's heard some things.
You know, I've done a lot of work in this place, and you know, past 4 or 5 years, and I don't know. I'm not going to say no.
See, I got y'all thinking now, don't I?
Yeah, right. Oh.
If your kayaks are moved around the next morning, and you hadn't moved.
Hey, if I get some help moving these kayaks around, it'd be awesome.
It's like the alligator in Murder Creek. I believe it when I see it.
Gosh, you know, we hear about the alligators in Murder Creek.
I don't want to hear about the alligators in Murder Creek.
You know,
I don't want to hear that.
We have not yet seen one. But,
I didn't see one that day either. And you know, it being a hot day like that, you would think they'd be out sunning and moving around. But I did see a family of otters though. That was pretty cool, and I couldn't get it on film.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
Yeah, I could. They were about this long.
Oh, that's small.
Oh,
yeah,
cute.
And they were with a bigger one. I don't know if it was mama or daddy or an old sibling or whatever. But I was trying to get my phone out of my pocket to film, but they ended up going into a little cove and disappeared into the side.
That'd be neat. That'd be really cute.
Yeah, otters are neat. You know, I never saw a freshwater. I guess they're all freshwater otters, but I don't think I ever saw one until maybe 5-6 years ago, and it's very rare that I see them. So that's cool that you saw them.
Yeah,
and that young too. So I guess they're good to have. I hear some people complain about them eating fish, but
they'll eat fish, but you know, that's
everything eats fish.
Yeah, that's just nature.
We eat fish. Turtles eat fish.
Yeah. So tell us about your time. I want to pick your brain about Lake Altoona though.
Yeah, let's talk about Lake Altoona.
So that lake wasn't really very good in the past years, was it?
In the past year?
Like in the past, like that, it was being fished so much.
I've grown up on Lake Altoona. I've always heard it's the Dead Sea. Everybody knows Lake Altoona is Dead Sea. Since I'm a kid, I've been fishing it. Held a state record for about a month. I've caught over a 50-pound catfish out of there. The gar are unbelievable. Not that I go after catching them, but you catch anything over 4 or 5 feet, you're gonna brag about it, right? So
Right.
the stripers. Once I got into the stripers, is just unreal. I mean, and when we moved down here from Altoona, we tried to change over to Lake Sinclair, but it's a lot to learn a whole new lake. I mean, it takes some time just to cover the ground of a lake, much less, you can get on your maps and mark your points, your deep spots, your humps, all the places you want to fish, but it all changes when you get out there on the water, it seems like. And I think it's just with anything, it's what we call mat time, boat time, it's fishing time. It's just getting out there, putting in the hours, trying to learn where the fish are, what's moving, what time of the year. Shad, when the shad's moving, what they're feeding on at different types of year, where they're at different types of year, the depth and the top water 20 feet down. It's a lot to learn. So we haven't had a chance to really learn the lake really good, but we've caught some really nice fish already out of Sinclair. But going back to Lake Altoona,
Russ is a really good fisherman. Okay, he's
well,
not
thank
going
you.
to brag
She's
on
saying that
himself,
'cause
but
I'm married.
no, I'm not. He can catch fish wherever he goes. He had, his uncle was
He was a pro fisherman.
he was a pro fisherman. I mean, he was
He
raised
taught
by,
me, really young this stuff. But
knows fishing, and he's not just going to throw a worm out there and just leave it in there. I mean, he'll yell at you when you go fishing with him. We're just going to say that.
I'm at to the point where I love to get on the fish and watch other people catch them. I love that. I love taking my boat out, taking somebody out that hasn't caught these stripers, or bass fishing. Get out there early in the morning, start shooting some pops, or the structure, whatever it is. Watching these people catching fish is what my thrill is now instead of catching them. I don't really care about reeling them in. I want to get somebody else reeling it in. That's what I enjoy doing. And hopefully at some point I'll be on Lake Sinclair being able to take some people out and catching some fish, but it's going to take some time learning the lake first. But I'll say next year I'll have my boat out there.
Yeah.
In the kayaks. I'm not putting out kayaks. We love kayak fishing.
Well, there's a lot of, talking about kayaks, there's a lot of places that you can get with kayaks that big boats can't.
Exactly.
And especially in these feeder creeks, these I call them the backwater. And
I know what you're talking about.
So, dumping off of a side of a bridge somewhere and just kicking it around with a paddle and 2 rods and just one box of stuff to, just lightweight, just hit it and catch fish.
Yeah.
I got out of the boat world years ago because fuel prices were like insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know what boat stands for, right?
Yeah, put another 1,000 in it.
Break out another 1,000. And it's true. And kayak gives you, when you're serious about fishing, you really have a advantage with a kayak. You can sneak up to the fish with a kayak. You can get to places like you said you can't get to with a boat. When I grew up, I had a canoe. I finally got 10 and I could put a little engine on the back when I was 10, had a little 5 horsepower Yamaha. I go way past these bass boats and these creeks catching these bass that they couldn't get to. So kayak fishing has a lot of benefit, I feel, as getting to places where other places can't go. Grass,
Yeah.
Shallow areas. The bass are in these grass beds. How are you gonna get to a grass bed if you're only 1.5 foot of water? With a kayak.
With a kayak, that's right. Kayaks, some kayaks, like my new canoe, I can go in about a 1/2 inch of water and never hit bottom.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And just take that paddle and just kind of push yourself like a push pole and just kind of stand up in there and just flip a frog or some type of slow sinking bait. Yeah. So
throw that spro frog in there.
Well, I don't throw spros, but
you don't throw spros. What do you throw?
No.
You gonna give out that information?
Booyah! I throw booyah frogs.
Booyah's a good one.
after I bowl them about for 10 minutes.
Yeah. So the thing that I learned, so back when I bass fished all the time, and I loved it, we had I don't know if I'm saying this right, but the pork and jigs.
Oh, yes.
Did we talk? I don't know if we talked about this. I mentioned it to somebody.
Yeah, the old pork. I call them the old pork
But
rind.
all that's gone, right? You don't see that anymore. But back when I was, we carry around our little jars of all little colors and sizes, and
just pick it out and
dip them, and then hook it, and that's what you had on your jig. Is now I don't see stuff like that. So
y'all don't know a distributor sells them, do you? Have y'all found them or?
No, I haven't really looked for them because not many people have even mentioned something like that, and I haven't seen them. So I don't know if it's a lost old school thing or not, at this point. But technology advances every year, and here we are in 2024.
I'm not going to go down. I'm not even going to mention it because I'll go down a rabbit hole that I don't like. So I won't even mention that. I won't even mention that. So
you don't have a fish finder on your new canoe?
I've got electronics, but I don't have the F word on my electronics. I won't even go down there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I use a Humminbird, traditional sonar, down imaging and side imaging.
Yeah.
I don't mess with the other stuff. I just if I can't go with my strengths as a fisherman.
So I know where you're going with this now. He's live scope. All this new stuff taking away a lot. I said it, didn't I? It's just taking away a lot of a lot of stuff that you have to learn by getting those hours in on the lake.
Yeah, people call it cheap.
Yeah. But it's going to keep advancing every year. You aren't going to be able to stop. It's like everything else.
I think y'all got them on your table right there in front of you. Y'all got some lake maps.
We
yes,
do.
Sir. Mm-hmm.
We do.
Pull one out.
You're seeing it.
You want me to pull one out right here?
Yeah, just get don't pull it all the way out. Just kind of come show it on the video for me.
Oh, there it is.
So I actually called this lake. I called this company, and they put Murder Creek Recreation on there, and then here it is. Do you want me to open it up a little bit?
Yeah, show where we are.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me explain to the world here because Spotify's not seeing this. She's got a lake map, and this is the old school way of fishing.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And my uncles and my grandfather used to fish like this everywhere. They had a book of these things sitting in the boat that were laminated or stuck in a Ziploc bag where they wouldn't get wet.
Right.
And they would pull these things out the night before and say, okay, this is X marks the spot where we caught these fish last year at this time of year. And and I wish I had still had my grandfather's maps because he would write on there, say, okay, I caught 5 fish on a chartreuse color culprit worm using a 1/2 ounce Texas rig.
Mm-hmm.
The temperature
I was doing that last year. No, we would go out during COVID, and I had a calendar book.
She would keep a log of what we were catching, where we're catching, so we would build off of it.
Yeah, right. Same. Yeah. And then we would also catch bait fish. And so whenever we would go out for our bait fish and wherever we caught the most at and at what time and what, where we left from and, all that stuff and what time and all that just to kind of keep track of. Yeah. During COVID, it was, we fished a lot. It was nice. It was great.
But yeah, that's the old, the younger generation now doesn't know the meaning of lake maps. What I was getting at, that's the reason I wanted you to pull one out.
That's right.
Is because even like chart maps out here in the salt water and everything,
sea maps.
Running channels. You can have that 12-inch on your dash, and you're gonna follow them channel markers on your Navionics or whatever charting map you're using on your electronics, but imagine holding that map up going, okay, there's a sandbar coming up to the right that we need to swing out way left. And so we don't hit the sandbar at 2:00 in the morning running this channel. And it's just, I meant to pick one up the other day when I was up there with y'all, to just kind of throw in my bag.
Yeah,
So
it is, and it's almost like
Kids don't even know how to read a street map.
that's
Right.
when we used to have to go somewhere, we'd have to pull out a map.
Random
Going through
County
Atlanta,
maps.
something like that. And now we have, we just put it in our phone and it's going to tell us exactly what turn, the fastest way to go, how long it's going to take there, and if you want to stop, where you want to stop at.
The kids don't know how to read maps.
It's just the world's getting that way. It is.
Sad.
yeah,
Where's it going to go?
I really think an old school tournament, no electronics, no type electronics. You have to have a map, and you just
We'll have to set it
gotta
up.
go fishing.
Video
Yeah.
game and evening.
You're
Yeah,
reading
what he's referring to, because you're sitting. I'm fixing to go down a rabbit hole. I'm fixing to go down a little.
No, I'm not, very easily. Very
about
easily.
2 minutes. If I go any longer than 2 minutes, y'all shut me off. Is you see these guys. Back when Roland Martin and Bill Dance and Hank Parker and all them were fishing the tour.
Orlando Wilson,
all them guys, they were facing out and the cameraman was right here in their face. Now the cameraman's stuck in the back of the boat looking at the behind of the angler,
or a boat next to him.
Yeah. So that's just my rant. But
no, I mean, it's the old school fish finders, the dials.
Yeah.
Remember the circle?
Yeah, it was like it would like go around like when the fish
finder,
yeah.
I mean, the guys had us so I haven't seen them in forever.
Oh, I hadn't even. I think I saw one. Somebody posted one just as a meme talking about I wish we'd go back to these or something. I think Hank Parker he does a podcast too. Hank Parker does.
Yeah.
And I think they showed a picture when he won his first Bassmaster Classic of the boat that he won it out of, and it had one on the dashboard and that's all that had, then you had the trolling motor up front. That's all they had. So, but yeah, it's I'm definitely, I tell you what, y'all gonna have to put me on some stripers this next year.
Let's do it. Yeah. We'll be glad to probably this fall. When you want to come down fishing, we'll take an evening or morning and we'll go.
I'll watch
see
the
if we
store.
can't hook into
Russell, he'll take a day or two to go try to find them. That's the biggest thing is, he'd always go out and try to find them.
But it's being on the water is just a whole serenity, another ball game, getting away from all the stressful work and everything else.
Oh yeah.
Once you get on that water, no matter if you're on a boat or a kayak, first thing in the morning when that fog's lifting the water, that's just it's a good feeling out there.
Yeah, I call it waking up the world, especially if you're on the water before the sun comes up.
That's right.
That first crack of light, and you're seeing you hear the first bird chirp, or in the springtime. I like fishing the river during the springtime because you get down on that river and it's quiet. Man, you can hear them turkeys gobble for miles.
Oh, you can, can't you? So I don't want to get too off the subject, but you're making me. Are you a turkey hunter too?
I love the turkey hunt.
All right. Well, there we go. So springtime next year too. So we're going to plan a couple days.
Yeah.
So I do want to give a shout out if I can.
Okay, go ahead.
Captain Mac, are you aware that he's in the Georgia Hall of Fame for hunting and fishing?
I haven't.
Just got awarded it.
No.
Probably not even a month ago. So he's in the Hall of Fame now. So that's it's honor to have his stuff here. He's a good guy. He's been doing it for a long time. A lot to learn from that man right there.
So where did he originate from? Lake Lanier?
Yes,
Captain
sir.
Mac, yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, Lake Lanier area. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, smart man right there. He really is. He's got a lot of time in all this stuff.
No,
Well, you said it earlier. You have to put. I call it water time. You have to put
Water time,
the water time on. To learn especially during the different seasons of the year, is where fish are going to stage at, where fish are going to feed at, where the bait's going to be at that time of year, how deep the bait is at this time of year, that time of year.
Just a thermocline. There's a lot. The moon phase affects it. I mean, it really does.
Yeah, right now here in South Georgia, it's so hot that we fished early morning, and the bite was okay, but the bigger fish tend to bite in the late evening into the late evening, early morning times down here. So
yeah, we're wanting to take our next trip to I think Tybee. We might try to stop somewhere and do a little bit of fishing out that way, give it a whirl. But
Tybee's I work down there towards that way, so it's a cool little beach if you've never been. But yeah, they're over here talking in the chat about Scott got him a new Old Town PDL 106. He's been tinkering with it. He's got some stuff coming from Navarro.
Sorry, Dave.
Navarro makes a lot of add-ons for the PDL stuff, for the Old Town PDL stuff.
Yeah.
The Old Towns, they got a paddle, a pedal, and a motor. They sell all three of them.
They do. Yeah, those are very nice kayaks.
Yeah.
We have quite a few people that come here and they
heavy. They are a heavy.
I haven't had a tow one. I'm just saying you.
They are heavy. So, but yeah. So we're about 51 minutes into the show. So I just kind of want to give a thank you to y'all for joining me tonight on the podcast.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
And
we appreciate it.
They can find you on Facebook for right now, correct? At Murder Creek Recreation.
Yes. I think if they Google it, we come up. I think our Facebook comes up.
Facebook comes up. We're
Yelp
on Yelp
or something. But we're working. A little bit of time, we'll have our website on. Yes.
Right. It's our first podcast. We're old school. Okay, I'm trying. I'm old. I'm working.
I got to call our kid for that.
You better get your teenagers on the road and be your marketing manager.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
We're trying.
But yeah, so to all the listeners and all the followers out there, if you're up in the Milledgeville area, go seek them out. What's the address of your shop, guys?
It's 822 Gray Road, Eatonton. Is it 30124?
31024.
Yeah, I have dyslexia.
Okay. So they have an Eatonton address, but really they're just outside of Milledgeville.
That's right.
Good old Georgia addresses for you. We live inside the city limits of Savannah, but we have a Bloomingdale address, which is a little city back that way.
Mm-hmm.
So good old South Georgia address and Georgia address and things like that. So
we're on the lake. We might be on the end of it, but we're on it. So.
Yeah. So if you go out if you use their boat ramp, if you go right when you get into the water, go right. You would go out to the main lake area. If you go left, you go up to the shoals.
Mm-hmm. Maybe about a mile to the shoals.
Yeah.
It's a nice little paddle.
Well, me fishing using a motor, it took me 2 or 3 hours to get up there because I was fishing. But
of course, yeah.
Yeah, but if you're just on a paddle or a paddle, whatever motor, it'll take you less time if you're not fishing.
25, 35 minutes.
Yeah. I met one of y'all's neighbors up going towards this, or I was coming back down and he was on his dock, but he's a retired firefighter out of Savannah. So
really,
he asked me where I was from. I said, well, I'm near the Savannah area. He said, oh, I'm a retired firefighter out there. I was like, cool, man. I was like, so this is your retirement place? He said, yep, I'm retired. All I do is fish every day. I said, well, you can't beat that. So yeah,
living the dream.
Living the dream. Yeah. But yeah, y'all have anything else for the world to know about you, or what are your shop hours? What are the shop hours? Let's throw the shop hours out there for everybody.
So right now we're closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Other than that, you can find us here pretty much all day long. I was coming in about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Now I'm coming in more about 8 o'clock. Just, trying to find out when all the people are coming by, and
Right.
I'll be more than happy to get here early if I need to, but I'm not going to come sit.
Yeah, he's for 3 months, he's been getting here at the crack of dawn, and nobody's fishing early in the morning, it seems like, or something, or they already got their bait the night before, so, because it's the bait thing too, so.
Right.
So we're just coming in a little bit later, and
Yeah, so we're open up all weekend.
Yeah.
We're here all weekend long.
until 7 p.m.
Monday, we're here all day, and then Thursday and Friday we're here as well. But we try to take Tuesdays and Wednesdays off. If anybody needs anything, they're more than welcome to call us. We're 10 minutes down the road. We can be here, within the 10 minutes, and we don't mind at all.
Good deal. Good business people.
Hey, we do what we got to do to make this work.
That's right.
This is what we want to do. We got to make it work.
That's right. So, Russ, Shannon, thank you for your time on the Making Tame Fishing podcast. As the years go on, we'll have you back on.
Yeah, dude. We're always game talk fishing. Daniel.
Yeah.
We love it.
We'll sit if I'm up there in the next couple of months or something. We'll sit down and we'll shoot a video from the shop, kind of showing people the different kayaks and the way they're set up. Oh, another thing, Russ, are you doing any type of kayak rigging for folks if they
say that kayak
rigging?
Kayak rigging, like if they want electronics or anything on the boats?
Yeah, as of especially the bottom of these hammerheads are so hooked up and ready to put in your transducers, all that. It's easy to add these fish finders.
And we do carry yak gear.
We have a whole good selection of different yak gear. So I'm going to say yes, we're getting into it. I have not done it all, but I'm very careful. I guess I say a drilling a hole in.
That's what gets a lot of people is like, man, I got to drill this hole in my.
That's it. You got to get through those first couple holes first before you get comfortable with it, I guess.
Yep. I've got 2 or 3 of mine. So
it's going to happen.
But we're going to be carrying the lithium batteries and, different
Amped
stuff like that. Yeah.
And even the Z Pro, we're looking into that as well. Actually,
Right.
we've already talked to somebody about the Z Pro. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. Hopefully we can get a couple in there for people to choose from.
Yes, that's what it's all about. Got to have a little bit of variety.
That's right.
Hopefully this winter we'll be doing an addition or building another building in the back. So, if anybody ever needs anything or have any questions, can I give a phone number out?
Sure. Shoot it.
Our phone number here is 678-414-3526. Got any questions or need anything, please give us a call. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions we can and do whatever we can for you.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all once again. And as always, if you're out on the water, just make sure you wear a PFD.
That's right.
Always.
Absolutely.
Always, always, always. Too many people are dying this year not wearing PFDs. Right. So once again, thank you, Russ. Thank you, Shannon, for taking the time out your night to join the Maintain Fishing podcast.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Daniel. We really appreciate it. Had a good time.
And y'all stay on just a few minutes for me.
Sure.
We're going to go back to the green room and we're going to end this show. All right, folks. Thank you for joining the Main Contain Fishing podcast tonight. Russ and Shannon, if you are in the Milledgeville area, make sure you go visit Myrtle Creek Recreation up there. Next week, me and Christina are heading to ICAST in Florida, Orlando at that. So stay tuned to my channel, my YouTube, my Facebook, Instagram. We're going to bring you a lot of content. We got some people we got to meet down there. John Rapp, the pennant, paddle, and fin guys. So, and of course, we're going to be with Yak Rods down there in their booth. So thank you for listening and fish on.